gridiron. It's Roethlisberger's Steelers going up against Newton's Panthers. With that, we head up to Charlotte, where we'll hook up with our commentators, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis at Bank of America Stadium. Gentlemen.
Thank you very much, Larry. We are here on a beautiful afternoon for football. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Carolina Panthers. On to get us started now, the kicker, Chris Boswell. And off we go from uptown Charlotte. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Now a play fake here on first down. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And got his man complete. A gain of 32 that time.
Now that play will end up on the highlights, and you'll see it all over the place. But what you won't see, the offensive line that bought the extra time, that allowed.
And this is caught at the 20. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. And on this first, now the Steelers put a stop to the action with a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. On first down, Newton. This is caught by Ginn. A gain of 6 there on first.
Sometimes the most effective routes are the ones that you run in the backyard. You probably ran them when you were 5 years old. How about a little curl there against zone? But the key to it is finding the open spots in the zone. How a linebacker or a defensive back will widen to give you space. Find that area and let your quarterback hit you.
Throwing on third down, Newton. This will be caught just inside the 10. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it first and goal.
And fit's the exact right word. Over the middle, there's almost always traffic, so anytime you're a receiver in that area, you're not just focused on catching the football. You're wondering where the collision's going to come from, right? Because there's almost always someone there able to concentrate, catch it, and even added a little extra at the end with a short run.
He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a second and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
And Charles, I know Ryan Shazier, who made that tackle, a youngster you like a lot.
I love him, and I liked him a bunch coming out of Ohio State because the more this game leans towards speed and less on bulk, that's where Ryan Shazier excels because of his ability to run down play, can run with tight ends, running backs downfield and pass coverage. That only helps his outside linebackers like James Harrison and Bud Dupree get to the quarterback.
That's caught at the 1. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And on the opening drive of the ball game, the defense comes up with a goal line stand. Now Roethlisberger back into his end zone. And incomplete to open things. Up. Time for the offensive starters now for the Pittsburgh Steelers, and a guy to watch out wide, Sammy Coates.
A slow start in his rookie season, only caught 1 pass in 2015. They're expecting much bigger things from him, trying to help out that offense. If he can get open, you know his quarterback will find him.
Trying to get it there to Martavis Bryant. 3rd down here. And the starting defense here for the Panthers.
Charles Johnson off the edge. A long day for any offensive tackle.
Offense trying to avoid stalling out, facing a 3rd and 10. Roethlisberger from his end zone on 3rd and long. He's got his man here. It's Green. And he's going to get this one all the way up past the 20-yard line. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is it not? With his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play. But what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket to find angles to throw the ball through. He just throws right over the top of it because he can see everything, and sometimes that saves time and gets the ball to a receiver quicker.
Now Roethlisberger on 1st down. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
He completes it to Bryant. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target, and he's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Here's Roethlisberger. Trying here for Bryant, and it's intercepted. It's the safety, Kurt Coleman. And he will take this all the way up past the 40-yard line. The Panthers offense here, they get ready to head back on the field. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive.
Hey, a simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time. But you didn't hold us the whole time. We got down to position. We were able to be in position to score. Let's go ahead and attack again. Continue to have that kind of confidence. Not worry about the one.
A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Ryan Shazier. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. The Steelers offense now, they head back onto the field. Looked like they had something going last drive. Then the interception happened. Will they recover?
The memory they need to keep with them is that they did have something going. They were moving the ball on offense, had a nice sequence going. Don't worry about the other part. You can't get that back. Let's go back to what you were doing well before.
I thought you were going to say they need to have no memory, but remember the good part, forget the bad.
I like that even better.
Back with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's Steeler football to begin quarter number 2. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. In 12 regular season games this last year for Bell, averaging over 150 yards from scrimmage. First 2 games in the playoffs were great, but, you know, getting injured in the final game probably leaves a bad taste in his mouth.
Leaves a bad taste, gives him fuel for the next season, though, because remember, for the last few years, he hasn't been able to play a full season for various reasons. Now, going into next year, imagine those numbers over a 16-game season and heading into the playoffs. Le'Veon Bell can set new records.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
That was a really nice play. Be able to stack that one up. When they get back in the huddle, he's got to tell his guys up front, great job. They kept people off of him, allowed him to run free and make the hit on the runner.
Filled the gap nicely, kept him to just a 1-yard gain. Roethlisberger will throw. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. Now Chris Boswell for the Steelers field goal try. On the left hash mark, this a 38-yard attempt.
Today's NFL, these big guys are featured receivers. They move them all over the place to try and find good matchups. And they had one. They were just unable to complete the pass.
And we were scoreless up until this point in the second quarter. Now we finally have a little action.
Let's see where this action takes us. First quarter, no points at all. Now we've got our first score of the game. Well, does that signal that we're going to get more as we go along, or will it revert back to what we saw in the beginning of the game?
Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. The man in motion is Brown. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Buying time to his left. He's got a man. Complete. It's a big play there. Newton again. 42 yards. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him, and he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football. That's a big-time play right there. When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
Flush to his right. And some room to roam now. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue. So an instance there of Cam being Cam. We know he can use his legs.
And with that big body, it's hard to get him down, even if you get a clear shot.
Cam fighting. He lost the football. It's out. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdown.
On second down, Roethlisberger. Bryant with a catch right side. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
To win any route, you've got to break down the defender, and that's exactly what happened here on this really nicely executed curl route.
On first down, it's Roethlisberger. And it's caught over the middle by the tight end Green. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
So an entertaining first half, and now we have hit the 2-minute warning. Now Roethlisberger to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And now a fumble. The ball's out. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. And onto the field, here come the Panthers. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
And difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive. They go play action here on first down. Letting one go deep for the end zone. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Mike Mitchell.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
Here's Roethlisberger to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. Fresh set of downs here.
Coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. It's the safety, Kurt Coleman. And he's able to get it back to the 30. Three-yard line. And a great spot to start this drive from here. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. It's complete right side to Benjamin. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion. And quickly they get to the line. On second down, here's Newton. Looking for the end zone. And look at this. Cam Newton intercepted a 3rd time. A great read, and it's picked off. Pittsburgh's offense now heading back out onto the field. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead. But a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
And he's brought down after a good gain.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Roethlisberger will throw. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. CD, wanted to get your thoughts just on the landscape of the offseason for each of these teams. Super Bowl in the rearview mirror, but so much going on. People look at the draft a lot, but there's a lot more that goes into the offseason for these front offices, is there not?
It certainly is, and even before we get to the draft, you start with the combine, that's held in Indianapolis every year, and you have about 350 of the top prospects coming together to get their physicals and interviews and on-field performance, and all that will get evaluated along with their game tape. And then you got the free agents, all right? That starts, I believe, in early March, where now the free agents can start moving around to different teams. So your team's starting to take a little bit of shape there, free agency, because then the draft's coming up. You're trying to put your team together with new draft picks, have everyone start to move in one direction, and then you have the OTAs and mini camps. We get to see them on the field for the first time, and we start to get a better idea of how these teams are going to look when the fall begins.
Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and the Panthers are going to get it back in excellent field position. Carolina getting set to take the field, and likely just out of field goal range. Could be Hail Mary time.
And haven't we seen in recent years that the Hail Mary seems to be more successful in the NFL than...
And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with a... never mind, Larry. Forget your halftime report. Apparently, we are set for the third quarter of action already. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And a good effort on the return there. Gets them across the 30 to the 33-yard line. The Steeler offense now with a football first here to begin the third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done...
And Big Ben intercepted a 3rd time. It's the Pro Bowler Luke Kuechly that picks it. And he'll take it across midfield to the 46-yard line. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. Now following the interception, here's Newton. The catch made over the middle by Ginn. It goes as a pickup of 23. And it'll be first down Panthers. And now they're in the hurry-up. Newton to throw. Steps away to his left. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Javon Hargrave able to collapse the pocket and drop him for a loss of a yard. To throw on second down is Newton. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
And no signs of the field goal unit. They're going for it on 4th down. On 4th down, Newton. And this is incomplete. Well, you mind if we go off topic for a second?
No,
you know I like to do that randomly. AFC playoff contenders for this year that didn't make it last season. Who do you have that might get in?
Well, I think Cincinnati's got to be considered there. Maybe they'd have an offseason that's calm, and they go into this season and try and get back to the playoffs where they've been perennials. How about Denver?
Yeah.
Remember last year, they didn't have the quarterback to start. Trevor Siemian played pretty well overall, but maybe they can get solidified there and ride that strong defense right back into the playoffs. I'm going to give you a couple a little bit off the pace. Indianapolis cannot afford to squander Andrew Luck, one of the better young quarterbacks in the game. They've got to get back to the playoffs. And Buffalo, brand new head coach, brand new people running the ball club. Let's see if they can figure it out, because I think defensively they can be awfully strong.
Finding time. He gets it to Brown, complete. And he gets it to the 34, good enough for the first.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Here's Bell, and he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
3rd down here for the offense after the incomplete pass. On 3rd down, Roethlisberger. Sammy Coates has it complete. The 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
They'll set up the screen. This is Williams. Only 3 there on the screen at 2nd down.
In order for a step to come together and be well executed, but all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
And the 8th play on this drive coming up. Throwing again down inside the 20 at the 19. And now inside the red zone, the offense will operate. From the red zone now, here's Roethlisberger on 1st down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. Long drive. The defense just cannot seem to catch a break and get off the field. 2nd and 10. It's Roethlisberger once more. And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a 4th pick. And it's 3rd down.
Well, an incomplete pass certainly doesn't look like a good play. For the guy throwing it today, as many interceptions he's thrown, he's got to feel a sigh of relief that the ball actually hit the ground and didn't go in the other direction.
That one good for 17 yards, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
He went full scale, loose, flexible, finding a way to catch the ball in some traffic for a key 1st down.
And it's caught. It's Brown. Touchdown Steelers. Antonio Brown from a yard out. And the Steelers find a way to stretch their lead. And he knocks it through. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. Carolina getting set to take the field. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go-around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you've got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit in the same spot again.
Well, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a third down. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Newton to throw. Being chased out left. Man open left side is Brown. He got 29 yards that time. And when he started rolling left there as a right-handed quarterback, I thought, boy, this third down play is going nowhere. But credit to him, able to pick up the first.
And all you righties who are watching the game at home, get out of your chair, get off the couch.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Jarvis Jones in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. And we're back now in Charlotte. They go play action with Stewart. Now Newton. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. That's caught inside the 20. A big play there for the Panthers. 44 yards. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field. You still carry that support.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Stephon Tuitt in there to pick up his second sack now of the afternoon. And the offense moving quickly to the line. The play fake to Stewart. It's Newton. Rolling to his right. Oh, no, he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Steelers. Muscles him off.
Okay, this isn't one where you want to take the game tape and hold it up as an example, do you? I mean, you talk about frustrating all the way through. And that last error, I think that crystallizes it, doesn't it?
Absolutely. That's been representative of their entire game still being shut out. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or... Well, this is taken in. It's complete. It's a big play. Roethlisberger to Brown. 42 yards. He's played a great game. It continues right there, even with this lead. Confident to throw the pass and have the reception made.
There's no doubt who the leader of their team is there? There's no doubt who they want to ride all the way to the finish. Because strategy would tell you, run the football, run the clock down. Instead, they're letting him throw it because they feel that confident in what he's getting done.
Now Roethlisberger to throw. Surveying the field. He's going to float this one. And he's got his tight end. It's Green for the Steeler touchdown. Ladarius Green, 36 yards. And the Steelers are going to add on to their lead. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Fielded about a yard deep. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Here are the Panthers now as their offense comes back out onto the field. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard. Had a drive going, and pushed it past the 50-yard line so it looked like they were in striking distance. And to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? Back to the air, Newton on second down. He's going to fight and got his man complete. He got 29 yards that time. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you probably have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football. He has that in his arsenal as well.
Showed it right there. The tight end, Olsen, in motion. On 2nd and 10, Newton. Forced out to his left. They'll give him a yard on the play, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
Yeah, not much there that time, and I think we were both wondering once he got out of the box whether he'd just throw the ball away, and he winds up only picking up a yard or two.
Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. And Olsen over the middle. The 20. Touchdown, Carolina. Greg Olsen, 45 yards. And the Panthers are able to cut into this lead. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. This will be caught at about the 6. And this one incomplete. So they went for the 2. They don't get it. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. Now the Steelers put a stop to the action with a timeout defensively. It's just their first here in the 4th quarter. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And they're going to have really good starting field position here as that's taken up close to the 40. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out. We just saw what a lot of teams call a heavy set. 3 tight ends in the game. That signifies they want to run the football. Yeah, occasionally they'll play action and throw it, but most of the time, those guys on the field means strength, power, run the ball behind them. And now what a lot of teams are doing is they're taking an extra offensive tackle and putting him in a tight end number to give them even more blocking power. And we just saw it on that play.
And they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is 3rd down. On 3rd down, Roethlisberger. Out left here, it's complete to Wheaton. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, being rightly cautious with that lead here in the 2nd half. Here come the Panthers now, set to take over on offense. Now a play fake here on 1st down. He's got time in the pocket. Over the middle here to Brown. And he takes this one down all the way near the 30. Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. On 1st down, Newton. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. 2nd down now after the incompletion.
And that drop will cause a little bit of angst for the play caller because you know they've worked all week game planning and flexing the tight end out and making him a matchup issue for the defense. They had what they wanted, and he drops the ball.
Man, just couldn't hang on to the slant. 2nd and 10, Newton again. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Mike Mitchell. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on fourth, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold up.
But he trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it, be aggressive, because I've got the wild bunch backing me up over here on my own sideline.
Now we'll see what his offense can do. They get 28 yards on that one, and that'll be good for a Pittsburgh first. Roethlisberger going to throw it, and he's got his man in stride, complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 26 yards on the pickup there. And the Steelers are going to have a first down. Throwing now, Roethlisberger on first down. And this is caught at the 8. And eventually brought down, but it's near the 5 at the 6. And they're going to speed things up here. And on that last play there, he's over 400 yards passing now.
You know what that generally means?
Got his man, it's caught for a Steelers touchdown. Le'Veon Bell, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Steelers find a way to stretch their lead. And the lead will grow by one more. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll be taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. Now the Panthers offense, they get set to come back onto the field. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
Here's Stewart looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. It's Ross Cockrell that time that made the tackle. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Now Newton. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Brandon, what we just saw there is something we hear from coaches throughout the league. How are you going to defend what they call the moment of truth ball, meaning a 50-50? The ball's in the air, defenders there, receivers there. Who's going to make a play on the football? And in this case, the defensive guys actually got it done and knocked it away.
And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. One last throw here for Newton. On the move to his left. He's going to let it fly. And my goodness, another interception. A great read, and it's picked.
I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. Two teams will need their quarterbacks to step up and lead their offenses on the gridiron today. It's Cousins, Redskins going up against Newton's Panthers. With that, let's get up to Bank of America Stadium in Charlotte. Here are Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
Thank you very much, Larry. We are here on a beautiful afternoon for football. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Washington Redskins and the Carolina Panthers. The kicker, Graham Gano, set to put his foot into this one. And off we go from uptown Charlotte. This will be fielded at the 6. Shift together here from the D-line. Cousins now. And Davis with it left side. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. A good safe pass there right off the bat.
That's almost a rhythm play. That's what we like to call it. Get them into rhythm early, something safe, something they're confident about, something they feel good. And once that's completed, then you just keep moving from there because the confidence elevates.
Second down, Cousins. This one complete to Jordan Reed. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. For Jordan Reed, Charles, still waiting for him to play a full complement of games. You know, through 4 seasons, he hasn't completed a full NFL schedule. But he's right up there in the argument for best tight end in the league.
He certainly is, and I don't think he can get a bigger compliment than I'm hearing from my friends in the scouting community, who have all told me that those teams that are in the market for tight ends, when they're scouting now, they're all trying to find guys who have Jordan Reed characteristics. And I'm talking about route running, run after the catch, the ability to create and make bigger plays. It's like a good novel, man. From undrafted free agent to leading rusher for his team, the Rob Kelly story in 2016.
You're right. Matt Jones had 460. He led it by a wide margin, did Kelly, 704. The question I have for you, what do you see from Fat Rob now going forward?
I think that he can be the lead runner for them because he does an excellent job in pass protection, a skill not many backs have.
And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. They run with it. It's Kelly. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork and add in a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up first downs.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. On 1st and 10, Cousins. Flushed out right. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down. First offensive series forthcoming. Deshaun Jackson, wide receiver that certainly needs no introduction in this league.
He's truly one of those don't blink guys, because as soon as you do, he's past you and in the end zone and doesn't mind letting you know about it too.
Niles Paul, the intended target, and that'll make it third down. And the starting crew defensively for Carolina.
It's really easy to talk about Thomas Davis coming back from multiple knee injuries, but he wants his play on the field to be the story.
In motion right comes Jackson. On third down, Cousins. He finds his target. It's Crowder. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? the better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
Cousins again. And that is caught by the tight end Reed. Touchdown, Washington. Jordan Reed, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Redskins take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now a play fake here on first down. And they get to Newton and take him down for the sack. Sua Cravens in from his linebacker spot. He's able to drop him for a loss of about 10. They go play action with Stewart. Now Newton. And this is caught. It's Greg Olsen. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Ricky Jean-Francois with a big-time sack on third down. And it'll be a loss of 7. And Cam Newton's not coming off the field. He'll keep the offense out to go for it on fourth. They will go for it. Now Newton. And it is incomplete. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. And they'll start this drive with very good field position. A first down throw for Cousins. Escaping the pressure right. Complete to the right. This is Garcon. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short. Boy, the evolution of the game and how these guys on plays like that can get out of the pocket, keep plays alive. It just makes things so much harder for defenses.
It really does, and we're talking about an era in the game where the quarterbacks are the most athletically gifted that we've seen in a bunch. I mean, when you talk about...
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. A great effort there. Taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Redskins find a way to stretch their lead. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. And this turnable, it's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Carolina getting set to take the field. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover.
With that kind of run on first down, that's a winning type of a run. That just sets things up for them moving forward as they begin the drive.
Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
It's a tried and true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. Defense thinking pass. They've got the nickel set out on 3rd and 6. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the all-pro corner, Josh Norman. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. Out comes the Redskin offense now as they get set to begin another possession. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. Cousins. Dancing to his left. And he'll just throw this one over in the way of the security crew. Incomplete here.
Whether they deserve credit or not, the defense is going to take credit for that incompletion because it always feels good when you slow down in offense.
Second and goal to go now. A give. This is Kelly. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. A great play there with his second touchdown here in this first half.
And I push my tongue all the way up the rain.
Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. And the Panthers coming out now. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And incomplete on the deep ball. That incompletion, Charles, gives me a chance to put you on the clock real quick. NFC teams last year that did not make the playoffs that might make a push this coming year.
Well, 3 that come to mind right away that we thought were going to be in 2016. Minnesota, remember the start they got off to before that didn't work out so well for them. Arizona, we thought they were a lock to be in the playoffs. In fact, many of us called them Super Bowl contenders. And Carolina, the defending NFC champs going into last season, they didn't make it. So I think that all 3 could return to former glory. I'm going to give you one way off the pace here. You ready?
Let's go.
The Los Angeles Rams. They get the young quarterback going, and that defense continues to live up to expectations. They can make a real strong push in the West.
They've got the D. You're right. They just need the O. Now Stewart on first down. A gain of 3, second down. See if they stay on the ground for second down. And he'll push his way up to about the 44 here. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting third and about 4 to go.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one because when you run him on short gains, the risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for. And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas,
And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Olsen, 49 yards. And the Panthers, they're able to draw a bit closer.
Remember the one-dimensional tight ends who just put their hand in the ground and block people? Well, if you're that guy now, you're probably a fullback in an I formation offense. These tight ends nowadays can do everything. Block, run, and catch. Beautiful connection for a touchdown.
On the return, here's a speedy Jamison Crowder. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Redskins offense now, they get set to take over here. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. Eluding the pressure right. Now he'll let this one go deep right sideline. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Fans do love the long ball, don't they? And he already found his guy once. Tried to give him another chance there, didn't he?
Yeah, he did. Couldn't connect, but as you alluded to, he does have that touchdown from earlier, trying to keep him in the rhythm. Jackson, the man in motion right. A second down throw for Cousins. Looking for Crowder, and it's intercepted. It's Shaq Thompson here with a pick. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. Carolina getting set. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Back to throw, Newton. And an alley to run. And he gets it down to the 32. 7 yards on the play. And that's going to lead to a third down.
I think we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But, you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
And Olsen over the middle. Well, they'll say no to the 46-yard field goal try. They're going to go for it.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. Call it a pickup of 7, and they're able to convert here on 4th and inches.
Well, the field goal attempt was well in hand. They had that, but they decided to go for it anyway.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Ted Ginn from 21 yards away. And the Panthers are able to... Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he will get into the end zone to cut the lead a little bit further. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Now it's Crowder. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Now the Redskins offense, they get set to go back to work here. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And his throw here's incomplete. He was trying to find Deshaun Jackson that time. And now it's 3rd down. And the offense looking to pick up the first down after the 2nd down incompletion. To throw, Cousins. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first.
I know that halftime's approaching, but I don't think he's going to want to take a break. That's his 5th catch.
Yeah, they've really been targeting the tight end. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Give him 13 on the pickup there. And it'll be first down, Washington. Throwing, Cousins. And Davis with it left side. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
On the run, it's Kelly. They find some open field here. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 19 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal.
Love the run right there, and when you analyzed him coming out of college, when you tried to put a grade on him, you saw the flashes while he was in school, but you didn't see the full production. You didn't see the finished product. He's a little bit raw, but you can see why people liked him. Those types of runs make you think there's plenty more there, and we'll see if that continues for him.
This is Kelly. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. A great effort there. On his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Redskins find a way to stretch their lead. Cousins will try and throw. And unable to connect. They don't get the 2-point conversion here. Protection was to set up a campsite, but in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a 2-point conversion, all that exit, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
The Panthers offense here, they get ready to head back on the field. And they're going to need another score. Got one last time, but still down here.
When you're playing catch-up, every possession becomes crucial, doesn't it? It's vital. Get back out on the field, punch in the end zone again. They know it's not easy, but what they do have going for them, they did score the last time. They think they've got a good formula working.
And what about the defense?
Well, now you're just saying to yourself, okay, gave up a score last time. What adjustments do we need to make to slow them down now and get the ball back for our own offense? Is it more pressure? Is it more zone? What do they have to do? They're trying to figure that out themselves.
We'll see if they can figure that out right here. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down. A little lull in the action here to go over an offseason storyline that's kind of interesting. L.A. a couple years ago, they have no teams, and now they're going to have 2 with the move from San Diego to L.A. What does that mean for the league and for the Chargers?
It seems like an easier transition, doesn't it, than St. Louis when they moved back to Los Angeles.
Less culture shock.
Less culture shock, less, obviously geography, the whole deal. But it's a transition that still is not going to be easy. Remember, they're going to go play in a soccer stadium, essentially, for at least the first couple of years before they share a stadium with the Rams. So that changes things. Obviously, trying to create an identity in the market they haven't been in a long time. They began as the Los Angeles Chargers, but only played 1 season as such.
Now, whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And almost intercepted. It would have been his 2nd pick of the game. Instead, it'll be 2nd down. On 2nd and 10, Newton. It's brought in right side by Ginn. Touchdown, Carolina. Ted Ginn. As the first half is winding down. And the Panthers have got it back to a 1-score game.
I think everyone in the league talks about finishing, don't they? Doesn't matter whether it's a quarter, a half, a game, a series, whatever. But they're finishing the first half in fine style, putting that one in the end zone.
They did, and they didn't leave much time on the clock either. Well done. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And the kickoff sails out of bounds, and that's going to be a penalty.
You can see the looks on the faces of the rest of the team. You have one job to do. Just kick the ball and play.
Well, that's exactly right, Charles. The kicker, this is just inexcusable.
Absolutely inexcusable. Everyone out there slugging it out for the entire game. Execute your job.
He's going to air one out. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock.
And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense. Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop.
Final play of the... it for the first half. 2 more quarters. So this guy's just sitting there, right? He's got like 30 hot dogs in front of him. And what's that? Apparently we're back. Okay, so Larry's halftime show got cut off. Sorry, we were doing story time here in the booth. We are ready, though, for the third quarter. Out come the Panthers. They'll have it first on offense in the third quarter. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess that in the locker room, they talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Now a first down throw for Newton.
Coaches really don't care from what position they get this, but run after the catch ability, rack ability is often the difference between winning and losing and changing field position.
Back to the air, Newton on second down. Looking for Ginn, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Bashaud Breeland. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. A look at the offense now here, coming back out on the road for their first possession of the second half. Following the interception, Cousins looking deep downfield, and it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, second down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
Now a second down throw for Cousins. Trying to set up the screen, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Trey Boston. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. Carolina getting set field. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field. Certainly not what they wanted.
Put it mildly, that is so frustrating because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in a good spot. Great place to run some of your best.
And he coughed it up. And the Redskins scoop it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So out now come the Redskins. They've certainly got something to build off of. They had the interception last time out.
And now they have to just make sure they're cognizant of not trying too hard for interceptions. Once you get one, it makes you a little more antsy to try and get another one. Now you got to be careful of double moves, different things like that against them. They like the momentum that they've begun to build.
And quickly they get to the line. Now they'll put a receiver in motion left. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. No gain on the play there, and they're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. Now Newton on 3rd and goal. That's caught at the 3. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. Can this defense hold them out? Here we go now. 4th and goal from the 2. They snap it to Newton. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. Corey Brown, a 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Panthers have taken the lead. Big 4th down conversion for the score, and the defense, that is a tough pill to swallow.
Big time for them. How about them just deciding to go for it on 4th down? And, forget the field goal, because that looked like an easy 3 points. Yeah, you might have had a defensive breakdown in there, but they pressed the issue and found a way to get it into the end zone. Give them big credit for that.
And no, it falls incomplete. So the 2-point conversion, no good. And in the 3rd quarter here, they were 3 4-point game, but instead it'll stay at 1.
And I'm a big proponent of not chasing points or going for two too early. But in this case, I understand why. You know, if you kick an extra point, you're just up 2, right? So a field goal still puts the other team ahead. So you go for 2 here and protect the field goal lead. They didn't get it done, though.
The Redskins offense now. They head back onto the field. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. Second down. All right, different topic here. 2018, the Super Bowl. Traveling north, far north to Minneapolis. Early predictions for that one. Who you got?
Well, you know, everyone's still waiting in the NFL for a home team to play in its home stadium, right? So could the Vikings be that team? I'll start in the NFC, and I'm going to say no. I think Seattle, starting to get near that maybe last run with their defense. Earl Thomas returns. I like Seattle coming out of the NFC. How about you?
Well, I'm actually going to take a Dallas Cowboys NFC title run. I think that they came so close this year, probably most talented going into next year.
I like that one. Well, in the AFC, I'm going to go with a team that if they improve their defense and their quarterback stays healthy, they could be that team, the Oakland Raiders.
Okay, I'm going dark horse. Cleveland Browns. Let's go.
Hey, from worst to first. And when you've already thrown 2 interceptions, you got to take extra special care of the football because that one could very easily have been a 3rd.
Yeah, off balance, pressure coming. Probably just has to stick that one in his pocket, right?
He does. I just think that when he's in a rut like this, I think this happens to a lot of quarterbacks, they try and overcome it by making big-time throws. Throws they know they shouldn't make, but they're hoping to complete them rather than having the confidence that they actually will.
Close there. He caught it, just wasn't able to stay in bounds.
And that's where the sideline, it was used as a 12th defender. You know, 11's legal. This one is an imaginary one that my college coach used to call Sammy Sideline. Sammy Sideline can protect you at times, and in this case, that's exactly what he did for the defenders.
12 yards there as they move the chains. And now they're in the hurry-up.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary, and that led to a really nice game.
A second down throw for Cousins. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
Now Cousins. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And that one incomplete. Had some position but couldn't hold on, and it brings up 4th down.
Tremendous field position there and a perfect time to do exactly what they did. Take a shot at the end zone. And they went for the big play, just unable to complete it.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th.
Here we go now.
Garcon, the man in motion.
Lucky 56. Lucky 56. Watch it now, Barney. Barney. Go, 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 go.
4th down, Cousins. Trying to improvise. And this is incomplete. Jay Gruden's guys unable to convert on 4th down. And the Panthers will get the football back. Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. Give them 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up.
First play of the drive, a first down run. That sets you up for whichever way you want to go. Do you come right back and run the football again because you've got them on their heels? Or do you play chess match with them, break tendency, and go play action and go for the big shot? I do know that owners, when they watch their quarterbacks run with the football, they usually hold their breath because that's the franchise. But when you're getting that kind of a game, hard to argue against calling it.
And look at this. Cam Newton intercepted a third time. Picked off by Dante Whitner. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on fourth, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to give a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say maybe makes that offense feel good when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
On third down, Cousins. And the third down pass falls incomplete. He was trying to get it there to Vernon Davis, the tight end. And that brings up fourth down.
As tight ends go, he might not provide the super flashy plays very often, but he's pretty reliable. Usually an excellent target and normally catches what's thrown to him, but he didn't on that play.
And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on fourth down and 9. They'll indeed go for it. It's Cousins. Flush to his right. Now on the run. He'll throw it back deep over the middle. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Panthers are going to get it back in excellent field position. And onto the field, here come the Panthers. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, oh, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. Here's Newton. And this is caught at the 8. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. And we're back now in Charlotte. Now receiver in motion left. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. They go play action with Stewart. Now, oh no, he lost the football. And the Redskins scoop it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And here come the Redskins now. And last time, went for it on fourth, didn't get it. See if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go-around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game. And sometimes that note says, be aggressive, stay aggressive. Maybe that's what we saw in the last possession.
Yeah, they were very aggressive. This time, will it result in points? We'll find out. And some space here. And they do finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 41. A huge play there for Washington. 43 yards. They'll keep it in the hands of Kelly. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
The defense won that play so fast that I think if the running back even had time to notice if anyone was there, it was just a blink of an eye, and there was a loss on the play.
They'll pitch it to Kelly. And some room to maneuver. And brought down, but not before they're inside inside the 25. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
So it'll be first down here after the run. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. They come out here in the eye. Now we've got whistles here before the snap. Was this on the Redskins? I think so. So now 1st and 15. They'll try to throw now. Cousins flushed out right. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Pierre Garçon, 26 yards. And the Redskins have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter.
I think if you polled defensive backs, they would say the corner route, take that out, make it illegal, because that is so hard to recognize and so hard to adjust, because your first move is to not get beat in the middle of the field, and that's how they move you first before they break off to the corner.
But then as the wide receiver, great job. It's tough to turn those upfield and go, but he did a great job with it there.
Really good balance, really good body control, and how about the end result? A touchdown.
Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. Carolina getting set to take the field. And so close to hitting pay dirt last time. Fumbling down near the goal line. Now, how does that affect their psyche this time around?
It's a tester, that's for sure, because to be that close and come away with no points is really disappointing, not just for the guys on offense, but the defensive players, too, who thought, hey, we can put some points up and have a little momentum going. They've got to find a way to just get it out of their minds, let it go,
short-term memory,
and move on to the next series.
He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Even in today's NFL, when we think of the tight end position now as really a glorified wide receiver, we're still asking a lot of those guys. They have to block as well, and every now and then, they don't come down with the football.
They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Newton now to throw. This one complete to Devin Funchess. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Quick pass play there on the slant. Charles, works out well for the offense.
The offense loves it. The defender hates it. Hard to get through the body of the receiver.
And now we're going to get a timeout called by the Redskin defense. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. Now a first down throw for Newton. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. Well, the drive starts with Rob Kelly. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. They'll go again with Kelly. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. It's a 7-yard pickup. They'll be looking now to 3rd and 6.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll come out in the pistol. The Skins going for it. Cousins. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Thomas Davis. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. Here are the Panthers now as their offense comes back out onto the field. The Redskins looking for another timeout, and they get it. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. He's back to throw. His throw incomplete.
I wouldn't be shocked at all right now if there's a look of surprise on the big fella's face because he had the route that he wanted, running the corner, and usually he's able to use his body and catch the football, but a really nice play by the defenders, able to knock it away.
They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. Caught left side by Funchess. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives them a new set of downs. And the offense moving quickly to the line. They'll look to throw. Buying time to his left. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and it'll bring up a second down. Back to throw.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down. And they're going to speed things up here. He'll look to throw. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. And down by 5. They've got to go for it here on 4th down. Back to throw. To the sideline, and he's got it. They say the feet are down. Yes, the line judge says they're in. That'll be a 1st down. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Possible run anticipation. Here's the D-line sandwiches together. Steps away to his left. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Newton. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Just looking at it from a defensive perspective, when you break the huddle in the red zone, tight end is one of the guys you've got to key on because quarterbacks want the ball in their hands fast in this position, and they want to get it to someone. And in this case, he had the play. They just didn't complete it.
This will be the 8th play of the drive, and it's 3rd and inches. Now they'll put a receiver in motion left. They'll try and run it. Here's Stewart. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow, wow. So many practices we watched over time where the offense works on scoring late in the game and finding a way to win, as we just saw there.
Just saw it right there. Now can they preserve that advantage that they just got? So they're going to go for 2. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Trying to punch it in, Stewart. And he'll get into the end zone. So now a field goal would only tie as they've upped their lead to 3. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Now it's Crowder. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. Out comes the Redskin offense now as they get set to begin another possession. So you're right there, but obviously the clock is not your friend. How do you handle this situation?
You're thinking 2 plays. One, to get yourself in position for the second one, whether you're able to get into field goal range or you have to try another deep pass, another Hail Mary, but you're trying to get the first one to a receiver, get out of bounds, and give yourself a chance to set things up for an easier shot at it.
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. It's the Pro Bowler Luke Kuechly that picks it. And a big turnover there.
That how we do it.
Everybody, I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. Two teams will need to step up and lead their offenses on the gridiron today. It's Newton's Panthers going up against Osweiler's Texans. With that, let's get on out to Houston. We're standing by as our commentary team, Brandon Guyton and Charles Davis.
All right, thanks, Larry. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the heart of Texas at NRG Stadium in Houston. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the Carolina Panthers and the Houston Texans. Miller, the lone setback. On 1st and 10, it's Osweiler setting up the screen for Miller. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting to run. On 2nd down, here's Osweiler. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. They get 7 there on the screen. It'll set up a 3rd down. This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. Osweiler. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he's got the 1st down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller, since that the screen pass was available, whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a 1st down.
A good pickup there on 1st as the screen pass gets him 8.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
From midfield now, here's Osweiler. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. A huge play there for Houston. 47 yards. And how about start this first drive. They're being aggressive, slinging it around.
Really confident, too, because they're not trying to fool them with running plays, throwing it, and they're being very successful right now.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. C.J. Fedorowicz from 3 yards out. And the Texans take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Nick Novak on now for the extra point. And the Texans take a 7-0 lead. Now it's Novak on. He'll send this one away following the touchdown. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Time running out here on the play clock. They'll run. This is Jonathan Stewart. And he'll take this up near the 30. And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. The play clock's running down. Just beating the play clock is Newton. Being chased out left. Now and that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Carolina. Ted Ginn, 65 yards. And the Panthers are now an extra point away from tying up this game.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. Big mistake here by the kicker, kicking it out of bounds.
The one that drives coaches crazy. Keep it in the field of play and let your guys cover.
Let's go.
Throwing now, Osweiler on first down. And off his back foot, it's caught inside the 25. A gain of 39 that time.
That was good coverage that was defeated by someone who just wanted the ball more, and it resulted in a big gain downfield.
Miller, the lone setback. They'll throw on first down with Osweiler. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. The Pro Bowler DeAndre Hopkins, the intended receiver. And it's second down. Offensive starters here. Wide receiver DeAndre Hopkins, a talented wide receiver.
And he's still looking for that ultimate record.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Thomas Davis. And this one will be brought back to the 22. Carolina getting set to take the field. Well, they thought they were going to break the tie. The defense had other plans. They were already in field goal range. But boom, an interception.
I don't know if this was a case of being a little bit too greedy with the opportunity to put points on the board. But give credit to the guys on the defensive side. hung in there, battled, and made a key play.
They keep it on the ground again to Stewart. And he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line. He gets them a little over half of what they needed. Now they're looking at a 3rd and 5.
You've got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run. J.J. Watt makes another tackle there, and it's for a minimal gain. And let's face it, if that's all you're going to get running the ball, you're not going to have much success against him and his team.
Or, yeah, you better find a way to go around J.J. Watt, which isn't easy to do.
It's really not because you got to try everything. Can you go around him? Can you go by him? Can you influence him to get him out of position so maybe you can wall him off? He's a really sharp, intelligent player as well as a physical specimen. Mission accomplished on that throw. Slant, pick up the 1st down. I like how he just put it on the receiver and didn't lead him on that one.
Happened quickly. Defense, not much they could do. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
With my good friend Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin with you. It's the Panthers. They go play action with Stewart. Now Newton. Sliding out of the pocket. And that's caught inside the 30. A very solid gain of 27.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a 1st down.
Forced out. Cam fighting. He lost the football. It's out. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Texans offense now, they get set to head back onto the field. Looked like they had something going last drive. Then the interception happened. Will they recover?
The memory they need to keep with them is that they did have something going. They were moving the ball on offense, had a nice sequence going. Don't worry about the other part. You can't get that back. Let's go back to what you were doing well before.
I thought you were going to say they need to have no memory, but remember the good part, forget the bad.
I like that even better.
First down and 10 now for the offensive group.
Here we go now. Green, 39. Green.
They'll run with Miller. And some room to work. And he cuts it out to the sideline. Lamar Miller. Touchdown, Houston. Lamar Miller, 57 yards. And the Texans have taken the lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Short kick here, fielded about the 17. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Carolina getting set to take the field. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, pump the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it...
And the defense loses him. It's complete. Touchdown, Carolina. Ted Ginn with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Panthers have tied this game up. They can take the lead with the extra point. And his kick is good. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This will be fielded at the 8. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. Now the Texans offense, they head back out to do battle here. Last time they were out, they scored. Still trailing here, though, so some work to do.
But it's okay in terms of mindset. Because they scored the last time, they're not quite as worried about being down on the
rush coming, and he's taken down. Luke Kuechly leading the surge there. He drops him for a loss of 6. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one's maybe...
And that's caught inside the 35. A big-time play there for the Texans. 42 yards.
Partner, this is why I hated curl-and-go routes, because you think you're driving on a receiver who's making a break back towards the quarterback, and if you don't focus...
Now a battle for the football. It's caught. It's a touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins with an acrobatic catch, and the Texans have retaken the lead.
And, partner, you know I'm a big advocate of taking tape measures and just throw them away. I want to know if a guy can flat-out play. Well, DeAndre Hopkins is about 6'1", and we're used to the guys who go up and take it one-handed like we just saw there. 6'3", 6'4", 6'5 guys. In this case, he plays way taller than what he's listed, doesn't he?
He does indeed, and that was spectacular.
And we've got to watch him work his routine. We saw it during practice during the week. We saw it in pregame. He works hard at these one-handed catches. He's not just showing off.
Carolina getting set to take the field. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive's exactly what you want on offense. But they have to be careful of.
Looking for Ginn, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Andre Howe. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. And now out comes Houston. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
2nd and 10. It's Osweiler again. Caught left side, Hopkins. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49.
Brandon, if I told you in preseason that DeAndre Hopkins would have less than 1,000 receiving yards, would you have looked at me funny?
I would have. He's coming off a 1,500-yard season, and he's gotten better each and every year through the first 3.
And they have weapons around him now. Will Fuller can stretch the field. Braxton Miller, when they get him back healthy, he can fly as well. They got Lamar Miller as a running back in free agency. They've got people who can stretch things open and get the ball to DeAndre Hopkins in open field, but he had a connection that wasn't very good with his quarterbacks this season.
And by the way, Charles, touchdown production dropped big time too. 11 last season, 4 this year. So 3rd and medium here, 3rd and 5. And a first carry here for Jonathan Grimes. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. It's a pickup of 4, but they're still a yard short here with 4th down, forthcoming.
When a good play is made on defense, oftentimes leverage is the key to everything. Defensive line not getting turned, all the other guys making sure they're in the right spot. And on that play, they were able to stop him short of a first down.
And he'll get nothing out of that one. Lamar Miller stops short of the sticks. And the Panthers will get the football back. Here come the Panthers now, set to take over on offense. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Get the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit, and it forced an incompletion.
A play fake to Stewart. It's Newton. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And this will be caught at the 30. He got 29 yards that time. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
The intended target that time was Jonathan Stewart. That'll bring up 2nd down. Well, he just threw an interception last drive. Nearly another pick.
And things aren't very even right now, are they? It's a little bit sloppy out there, isn't it? It's kind of just for driving on those paved roads and those country roads that have those potholes in them, isn't it? So that's the way this game's going right now. A lot of bouncy bounce to it.
You spent some time on some Tennessee country roads.
I certainly have. Plenty of family back there. God love them.
From the red zone now, Newton. Cam fighting. He lost the football. It's out.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
It's complete right side to Benjamin. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Kelvin Benjamin from 21 yards away. And the Panthers have tied this game up. They can take the lead with the extra point. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36. And now out comes Houston. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. Setting up the screen for Miller. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. On second down, Osweiler trying to lay one up deep. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Houston. Will Fuller, 61 yards. And the Texans have once again taken the lead.
And while that touchdown does not give them an insurmountable lead, it's still a lead, and that always feels good to a team.
They'd love to take that into the lockers, but a little time left on that clock, so some work to do.
I like that. I like how you're guarding against a letdown there.
Already looking forward.
Coaching them up from right up here in the booth.
Short kick here, fielded about the 17. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Now the Panthers offense, they get set to come back onto the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Here's Newton now on second down. And it's hauled in by Ed Dixon. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
20.
On first down, it's Newton. And Kelvin Benjamin's got it. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. First half in the books. And hello, I guess Larry's halftime show was buttoned through. And we are moving on and ready to go for the third quarter. And oh, he kicked it out of bounds. That's a big penalty.
And this is where the rest of the team turns and stares at the kicker and says, you have one job. Execute it.
On first down, Newton. Buying time to his left. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. Give him 8 on the play, and that'll make it second down. And quickly, they get to the line. On second down, they run with Stewart. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's third down. We've become so accustomed to it, you sort of take it for granted.
You really do, but he is so good that every team in his division, every year, is trying to make sure they draft people charged with trying to block J.J. Watt. So far, hasn't been too successful.
They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is fourth down. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. They will go for it. Now Newton. And he finds a man. It's Olsen. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35.
We always hear about guys wanting to make plays that quiet a crowd. After that one.
Here in the third quarter, they were hoping to get the stop, get the football back. Not the case.
What a completion on a fourth down play.
And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. It's a gain of 14 there. And it'll be a Carolina first. And now they're in the hurry-up. Back to throw, Newton. Funches with a catch over the middle. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets him up now first and goal. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
Charles on the slant. You always need good ball placement. They got it there.
Brandon, the quarterback, put it in the exact perfect spot, right to the upfield shoulder of the receiver, and he used his body.
And that'll be caught. Touchdown, Panthers. Olsen. Greg Olsen there to make tie this game up. They can take the lead with the... And he'll bang that one through. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This one taken from the 7. And they'll have good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40. Here's the Texans offense now, readying for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Oh, and he'll just get rid of this one deep. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. And this is going to be incomplete.
It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or two in and bats it away.
And they're going to go for it on 4th. Brock Osweiler staying on the field.
Now let's go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
They'll indeed go for it with Osweiler. He's going to wind up and air it out. He's got a man complete. 27 yards on the game there. And they're able to move the chains as they convert on 4th and long. And now a first down following that long gain. Miller, the lone setback. Now Osweiler on first down. Setting up the screen for Miller. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. And let's discuss Osweiler a little bit further. Obviously, an interesting journey for him to get here to Houston.
groomed in Denver and actually got to play some before he ended up making his departure to Houston. But after the Broncos won the Super Bowl, I think he was in search of his own team and his own destiny as maybe a Super Bowl quarterback. They gave him a great opportunity, and he took advantage of it and headed to be a Texan.
That is caught inside the 5. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. C.J. Fedorowicz, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Texans have once again taken the lead.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue line it. Blue line it. No. Check. Patriot, let's go. Check. Patriot.
They'll try to punch it in with Miller. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. Now it's Novak on. He'll send this one away following the touchdown. So a very short kick here. This will be taken by one of the up men. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line. And the Panthers coming out now. And they're hoping to capture some of that magic they had last time out when they were able to put together a scoring drive. But they're still down here, Charles.
Not the major concern, though, because of what you talked about. They scored the last time out. They feel good about themselves. They feel like their game plan is now in effect.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And they got 29 yards there. And the Panthers are going to get a first down. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. From the red zone now, Newton steps away to his left. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. Newton now to throw. And he will score. Touchdown, Panthers. Cam Newton, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Panthers are now an extra point away from tying up. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. This will be caught at about the 5. And he will not get there as the try for 2 is unsuccessful. And they will remain down by a point. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And they're going to have poor starting field position as he's out of bounds at his 10-yard line. And now out comes Houston. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments and no big plays by the defense.
And got his man complete. And they finally are able to take him down at the opposite 47. And we continue to see another example here of offenses just going for it.
And this game has really turned into a receiver's dream and a defender's nightmare because no one's being stopped throwing the ball downfield, and points are going on the board.
And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Back now in Houston. A little bit of ground to make up for the offense as they face a 2nd and 11. They'll try and run some clock here with Miller. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. 2 yards gets them back to where they started, but now 3rd and 10. On 3rd down, Osweiler. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on 4th down.
Set. Green 39. Green 39.
And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary. They're going on 4th down. It's Osweiler. The catch made by Miller. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. And that's what you've got your tough little slot receiver for, isn't it? Right there, those 4th down conversions in the middle of the field.
He knows that's where he has to make his living, and that's where he has to make plays to help his team. And no one is asking him to do anything more or less than do exactly what we saw there.
They were trying to get the connection with a former Buck, bring up 2nd down.
Watching that Barney. Set. Green 39. Leopard. Here we go. Green 19.
2nd and 10 now. Osweiler going deep this time for Miller. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. Carolina getting set to take the field. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone. And no forward progress here. This is going to be a safety. So they dump off the pass, get the completion, but couldn't get out of the end zone, partner.
You don't see that very often either, Brandon. A team backed up, trying to complete a pass, but a complete one that's so close to their own end zone that it turns into a safety. That's rare.
After the safety, remember, they also need to give up the football, and here's the free kick. And take it right on the 30.
Partner, when I was in college, we used to have these things called game maxims that we did before every game. One of them said, press the kicking game, for here's where the breaks get it past the 50 and get things set up to start the series.
Trying to and look at this. They get the and he's into the clear. A great read, and it's picked off. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown. Short throw, pick 6 right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This will be fielded at the 8. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. And now out comes Houston. And following the pick 6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers.